Experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And
trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
White.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
I got you.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. The final shot before half for Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
Hey, gun.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
I got you.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Touchdown, 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders, 54 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. but I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Five. 56. Mike, 56. Right, gun. 56.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 26 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he fires one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. 20, 10, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously cost one.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze getting the sack to 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. To throw, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to him again.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. To throw is Breeze. Flush to his right. He'll let it fly in the direction. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Mostert. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half two.
So two words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one.
And now off to the races, down the right side. A big play there for the Niners. And a very appropriate gain as well, 49 yards.
Here we go.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Black 80!
Check. Watch 54. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys continue to pour it on. Gold with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the play. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now Breeze on 3rd down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the decision. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Breeze now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. The throw from Breeze into the hands of Smith. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kwan Williams. He's at the 30, 10, and into.